Hi guys, I've got a video request about leadership from you guys. And so I thought about this, and I want you to know that if you want to be an okay leader, then, well, that's easy. But if you want to become a great leader, there are 5 important things that you must understand. Number 1, leadership is more about other people. You need to understand that it's got almost nothing to do with you, but everything to do with those you lead. Lao Tzu said, "A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves.'" You see, being a great leader is not about making a big name for yourself. It is about empowering others to become great. You will never be a great leader if you want to do everything yourself or take all the credit. And if you do, you need to know that that is usually also the difference between a leader who just leads with instruction and a leader who leads with inspiration. Serve others. Leadership is about serving other people because that causes inspiration. It inspires them. It makes them want to be better. It makes them want to follow you. Invest in them. Invest in people, not in things or certain programs. Invest in people. You know, one of the best leaders of all time, in my book, he is the best leader of all time. Jesus. He said this, "But Jesus called them to himself and said, 'You know that the rulers of the Gentiles domineer over them, and those in high position exercise authority over them. It is not this way among you, but whoever wants to become prominent among you shall be your servant, and whoever desires to be first among you shall be your slave, just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many.'" Now think about this powerful statement. Some of you might agree and some of you might not agree. You might be thinking at this moment, come on, this is so stupid, this is so silly. If I'm the leader, I'm not going to serve other people, they should serve me. If this is the way that you're thinking, then you are part of the problem that's in this world. Let's take a look at political leaders, your government. They're supposed to serve the people and make life easier for them. But now most of them are selfish and corrupt. And they have the same attitude as you. I don't want to serve other people. They should serve me. Yes, and how good is that logic working out in the world? Name one government that is really good serving the people the way they should. If there was one, the people would follow them and serve them back out of love. Not out of fear or control, but out of love, because if you serve, when you lead, it inspires. Lead by example. Look guys, everything that you do shows your leadership skills. And people will look, hear what you say, but they will mostly look at what you do. If you truly want to be a great leader, then you need to ask yourself this question: would you follow you? Now, if you've thought about it a little bit and you said quickly, well, of course I will. Think about it again when I ask you these questions. Are you always honest? Are you always reliable? Do you always complete a goal that you have set? Do you always act within the 3 C's of leadership: clarity, consideration, and courage? Do you act with humility? Do you show transparency? Are you patient with people? Do you truly care about other people? Do you have integrity, doing the right thing even when no one is looking? Do you have the confidence to stand up for good values and morals, even when people are against you? These are only some of the qualities that a great leader has. Do you think you're a great leader? Well, if you already are a leader, if you have a leadership position at work, at school, or wherever you are, earn it every single day. Live the way you preach. Do what you say you will do. You cannot just say things and not commit to it. You see that with politicians all the time. They make all these promises before elections, and then when the time comes, they do nothing. How does that make you feel? Yeah, not great, right? So how do you think other people feel when you lead them and you don't do what you said you will do? Live the way you preach. Because if you do, people will follow you voluntarily. There's a quote that says, "Become the kind of leader that people would follow voluntarily, even if you had no title or position." You know, a lot of people just want to be a great leader because it's about them. They're so selfish. Oh, I will be great. Leadership is not about the best title or the person who has the most followers. You need to understand this. A great leader is the one who creates the most leaders. Good leaders who understands that it is about relationships. Take responsibility. Weak leaders flee when times are tough, but it is when the strong leaders rise up, and you can see it clearly because when times are tough, these men stand strong for what they believe in, and they lead the way with boldness, with courage, and with a lot of confidence. This requires the 3 R's: respect for yourself, respect for others, and responsibility for your and their actions. If you lead, then you are responsible for the direction and the outcome of every day. Even if it's other people who's doing things. Because if they acted out of your leadership, then the result is also your responsibility. And if things go wrong, don't blame them, but own it like a man, like a great leader. Fix it. And even when you fixed it, don't go back and say, all right, I had to come and fix this now, trying to look better than they are, because then you're still giving the blame to them. Then you are like a real boss. Russell Ewing said, "A boss fixes blame. A leader corrects mistakes. A boss creates fear. A leader, confidence. A boss knows all. A leader asks questions. A boss makes drudgery. A leader makes it interesting. A boss is interested in himself. A leader is interested in the group." Now, go and become a great leader. Become a man of value that is changing this world for the better. If you want to know more, check out this video here, and I'll see you there. And before you go, always remember this: life is short, so don't waste yours. Cheers, guys.